Let's take our mudra of liberation, which is our left hand. You guys are all probably familiar. Left hand down, palm to the sky, and the right hand rests in the palm. And we've all kind of seen that, you know, like resting it in our lap. Just this beautiful, simple mudra. Just let it relax. Our crown chakra is the 7th chakra, and it's about 5 centimeters above the head. And that's where the source, our connection to source pours in, is through the crown to fill our entire being. So if you want to softly close your eyes, you can, and we'll connect into that root chakra. And you've heard it said since the beginning of our practice with the chakras that we have to ground into our root. We have to have a well-established root in order to connect to that divine, because that light pours in, right? And we have to ground into our physical body. So let's breathe into the root chakra and just feel the breath. Just moving up the body, maybe out the crown and back in the crown, just a few rounds. And our crown chakra is just above our third eye. And if we recall, that third eye chakra is where those polarities stop coming apart and they remain together. So those polarities in our body converge at the third eye. And then as one out the crown, and it's from the crown that it comes into third eye and down into the body. They say the color of crown chakra is the color of moonlight, a luminescent light. Maybe feel that moonlight luminescence filling your being as you breathe. I'll begin to chant Om on my exhales. Feel free to do that as well. The mantra Om is the vibration of all living things. Om. When our crown chakra is awakened, it's not that we unite with the divine, but rather we recognize that we are the divine, that there was never any separation. Moving from conceptualization to realization. Let's pause in the vibration of Om. Releasing our mudra, let's bring our arms out like a T, palms to the sky. Maybe feel the palms, draw awareness to the palms, and see if you can't feel or notice Any energy in the palms. If you can't, that's okay. If you can, that's okay. Bring awareness to the crown chakra. And then we'll inhale, bring our palms. Maybe they meet, maybe they're separate, just above the head. And then exhale, bring the palms down. Maybe they're separate, maybe they're together in front of the heart. Inhale out to the side. Exhale up above the head. Inhale, draw them down and pause. Bring awareness to the root chakras, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, Sahasrara chakra. Inhale out to the side with the hands. Exhale, Om above the head. Inhale down in front of the heart. Pause. Exhale out like a T. Om. Inhale above the head. Exhale down. Om. Inhale out to the side. Exhale up. Om. Let's pause. And now let's rest our hands in the lap, maybe in our liberation mudra, if that feels right. Imagine that luminescent light flowing through the crown chakra, filling this physical body, this container. Feel spirit within you. And maybe see yourself as a luminescent being. Now let's bring palms down on top of the knees. Dip the chin to the chest. Maybe give some half circles from one shoulder to the next. Just back and forth. And then bring the chin over to the right and then drop the head back. And then give some neck circles. One ear to one shoulder, the ear to the other shoulder. Half circles on the other side. Towards the back of the head. And then now maybe we take a full circle with the head and the neck. Just gentle practice. Switch directions whenever you'd like. As we move today, guys, let's bring our awareness to the crown. This pure strand of light flowing out and in to fill our vessel with light. Let's bring our head back to the middle. Maybe the gaze is forward. Bring the hands up above the head again on an inhale. And we'll exhale, fold the hands forward this time, bringing them down to the ground. Maybe round the spine as we tuck the chin to the chest. And then maybe come into a cow back, kind of tilting the pelvis. The sits bones might come off the ground, even as we drop the head back. Kind of coming into a kind of a seated, strange looking cow. But then drop the belly and round the spine for cat. And then come back into your cow back. And then exhale to cat. And then pause here in cat. And we'll exhale up to tabletop, grounding the palms, grounding the knees, tops of the feet on the floor. And now let's tap our feet on the ground, awakening the top of the feet. If your foot starts to cramp, you can stop and curl up the toes. But otherwise, just keep kind of slapping the tops of the feet. And then pause in tabletop. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. And let's extend our right arm forward. And extend the left leg back. And just pause and feel that energy flowing in opposite directions, expanding in opposite directions. And then ground the knee, ground the hand. And then we'll extend the right leg back and extend the left arm forward. Feel the energy expanding, this luminescent source in the fingertips and the toes. Ground the hand, now ground the knee. And now we'll reach our right arm forward and the left leg back, stretching and expanding. And then lower down to the ground. Now extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Expand. Now lower the hand, lower the knee. Let's bring our knees mat distance apart. Let's find a reverent bow in child's pose, bringing the forehead to the ground. Maybe the hands are in prayer behind the back. Let's chant the mantra Om 3 times. Om. Om. And as if that vibration were a wave, we'll ride the wave through our practice, letting it guide and inform our movements. Let's ground the hands, curl the toes under, coming up off the hips, and we'll lift our hips up to downward facing dog. Feel the crown. Bring your awareness to the crown, ground the hands, ground the feet, and then we'll just bend the knees, dropping to the ground, and then straighten the legs. So we're just bending and straightening our legs here. We'll be moving with that wave of breath, lowering and straightening. This flow, lowering and straightening. And then the next time those knees lower to the ground, straighten them and ground the heels, maybe lifting the sits bones high. Maybe you walk those hands a little bit closer to the feet than they were a moment ago. Ground the hands, ground the feet. And then let's rock forward to plank. But then in our plank pose, let's lower down the knees and then sit back in child's pose, grounding the sits bones towards the heels. Inhale, let's rock up to table, curl the toes under, find an Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to flow in gently, as if there were no rush in the world. Let's rock forward, lower down the knees, sit the sits bones back onto the heels. Rock it forward once again, lifting up and back to downward facing dog. Let's pause in our downward facing dog. Our awareness on the crown. Our crown chakra is where we empty and where we fill. Where we empty and where we fill. Let's glance up to our hands, lift the right foot between the hands, ground the ball of that left foot. Let's come all the way up to rise. Maybe bringing awareness to the pelvis as we tuck the pelvis and bend and stand nice and strong, reaching the fingertips to the heavens. Yes, breathe in. And let's exhale, sweep the hands down, maybe in front of the foot, just beside it. Maybe we come up onto one leg, lifting the left foot behind us. And then we can ground that left foot. Come onto the ball, let's rise back up. Grounding into the feet. Exhale, let's fold forward, bringing the hands come in front of the foot. Lift that left foot off the ground as we shift the weight to the right foot. And then exhale, lower the left foot down. Let's rise back up to crescent lunge. Yes. And then in our crescent lunge, let's lower that left heel down, straighten that front leg, bring the arms out in front, the wrists in line with the shoulders. Draw that left hand back, coming into our archer pose. Feel the energy of the crown chakra being filled. And then as we extend that right arm forward, the left hand back, let's just imagine just emitting light everywhere this right hand flows. So as we exhale, let's twist towards the right hand just drifting across the sky as if we were just sending light out in all directions. Twist as much as you can, as much as you want. Pause when you get to your stopping point, and then we'll bring it back forward. Grounding the feet, feeling nice, strong torso as we engage the core as we move. Pause at the front. And now let's drop that left hand down behind us, like that left leg, reach the right arm to sky, emitting light above. And now exhale, fold forward, coming into pyramid pose. Maybe the hands rest on the thighs, bend that right knee as much as you need to. Maybe the hands are lowered on the ground. Let's give ourselves 3 breaths, folding into pyramid pose. We've said it before, just like those pyramids often Hold all that booty and gems and jewels. Imagine this jewel of light within us that we can discover as we go deep into this pyramid that is our being. We can awaken and realize that crown chakra. Bend the knees, let's rise up nice and tall, maybe arms above the head. And then bend that front knee, coming into maybe a variation of warrior one. That front knee is bent. Exhale, bring the arms behind us. Clasp the hands together and let's come into a humble warrior as we bow forward, nice and gentle and slow. Again, the vibration of Om like a wave informing our movement and the pace. Maybe you exhale Om on an exhale. We'll pull the arms up to the sky, lifting the chest, lifting the heart, and inhale, rise back up. Let those arms go, loosening the hands. Let's sweep the arms up above our heads and then step forward into mountain pose and lower the hands down. Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale out the feet. At the same time as you exhale, there's that light that's just flowing in and out to the crown. Let's inhale to sweep our arms up, maybe framing that light that's flowing down. Our palms can be apart. Ground the left foot. Let's step the right foot back. Maybe that right heel is down. Maybe it's not. Finding a little bit of a crescent lunge. Breathe in. And then exhale, folding forward. The hands are in front of the foot. Let's shift the weight onto the left foot. That right foot lifts just a little. And then lower it down. And let's rise back up. As we do this, this is that symbol that we exhale and fold, bring our hands to the ground, that left foot grounds. Our right foot lifts up just a little, reminding us that we can be in this physical world, but the right foot is in the ethers. It's connecting us to the divine. Lower down the right foot, let's rise up. Palms to sky. One more time, we'll fold it forward. Ground the hands, ground the foot. We're in the physical body, but we lift that right foot up. Just to remind us that we're spiritual beings in this physical plane. Lower back down, that right foot, lift up to the heavens, breathe in. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Bring those hands down in front of the shoulders. Draw that right arm back for archer pose, and hand maybe in line with the shoulder. The left hand directing where we're emitting light. When you're ready, engage the core. We'll exhale to twist towards the left. Just sweeping this light across the land. Pause when you reach the end of your twist. And then with grace and intention, draw it back towards the front. Bring the right hand to meet the left. Nice job, guys. Breathe in as we reach the arms to the sky. Bend the knee as much as you need to. We'll fold forward, Parsvottanasana. Here's our pyramid pose, allowing ourselves to surrender here. There's a belief that when your crown is awakened, when your crown chakra is awakened, that when you pass on, leave the physical body, that you don't embody again, that your soul is free. You break the cycle of samsara, which is what they believe to be that reincarnation. So your soul is free once that crown chakra is awakened. You can choose to embody again, but the cycle has been broken. Let's bend the knee. Let's rise up all the way to sky. Let's exhale to bend that front knee, coming into what we are expressing as a Virabhadrasana 1. And then exhale to bring the hands behind the back. Be pulling those hands towards the right heel, and we'll humbly bow on the inside of that left thigh. Maybe chanting an Om here in our humble warrior. Emptying ourselves of attachment, yet knowing that we exist on the physical plane, but not attaching. And filling ourselves with truth and remembrance that we are spiritual beings. Exhale to rise, coming up out of our humble warrior. Let's release the hands. Send the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring palms together. Maybe they come in front of the heart as we pivot the left foot towards the long edge and the right foot towards the long edge. Once we get there and we feel nice and stable and grounded, guys, let's bend the right knee into a side lunge to the right. And let's turn the toes of the left foot to the sky. Opening up the hip just a little bit. And now lower the left foot and exhale over to the left. Maybe we spin that heel so the toes shine towards the sky if that feels okay. Let's do it one more time to each side. Grab the right foot over to the right side. Low lunge, left foot to sky. Skandasana, Lord of War pose. Core is nice and active. Lower the left foot. Exhale, rock it over to the left. Right foot to sky. And ground the right foot. Let's come to the middle, point the toes outward. Find your expression of goddess pose. Rolling shoulders back, tucking the pelvis. Feel the chakras stack on this nice long spine. The crown chakra open. Feeling connected to all living things. Breathe in. Let's exhale, straighten those legs and point the toes towards the long edge, and we'll bring our arms out like a T. Utthita Tadasana. Pivot the right foot towards the long edge, reach that right hand past the right toes, maybe an exhale into our Trikonasana. Let the breath come and go. Breathe in, and then exhale. Bring that left hand towards the right hand. Maybe pivot that left foot so the toes kind of face towards the long edge. We'll find our pyramid pose on the right side. Parsvottanasana. Breathe in. And then exhale, bend that right knee, come onto the ball of the left foot, find a low lunge. Maybe you want to rise into high lunge. Either way, be here now. And then we'll exhale, bring hands towards the inside of that right foot, and then pivot our feet towards the long edge. Let's exhale into our low lunge on the right, Skandasana. Breathe out and in. And then exhale, let's come to the middle, bending the knees, pointing the toes outward, Utthita Konasana. Let's open our arms out like a T this time, and then come into a little twist, the right hand on the inside of that right leg, left arm reaching to sky. That reminder that we can be on both planes, the spiritual plane and the earthly plane. And then we'll exhale, bring arms to the middle and go right into the left side. Breathe in. And then exhale back up to Utthita Konasana. Nice, beautiful. Pivot the feet towards the long edge. Exhale over towards the left, Skandasana. Let the breath go. Feel yourself full of illumination. The eternal illumination that we cultivate with the third eye. And we realize in our crown. Let's exhale, plant the hands, pivot on the feet. Coming into our low lunge, or maybe you lift up into a high lunge. Ashtandrasana. Nice. And then we'll exhale, maybe step the right foot forward just a little. Bring the heel down, straighten the left leg, pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. You can exhale Om at any time in your practice, any day, any time. Bring the left hand on the inside of that left leg. Reach the right arm up to sky. Trikonasana. Physical plane, spiritual plane. We don't have to choose. Let's exhale to rise up. Pivot the feet towards the long edge. Exhale, let out a breath. Sigh. And then we'll step our feet together, bring palms up above the head. Exhale towards the left. Exhale towards the right. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Let's pause in our mountain pose. If you're towards the long edge of your mat, you can shift to face the front edge, and let's give ourselves just a few breaths here, maybe longer for you. Find the beauty in knowing that we can be a pure spiritual being living in a physical body. That we can enjoy all things and do our best to attach to nothing. Let's breathe in. Exhale, sweep the arms down and up. Breathe in at the top. And then exhale, sigh, maybe an Om into Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale down into an Om, folding forward. Om. Let's bend the knees, plant the hands, let's step our feet back into a plank pose. Here in our plank pose, let's lower down both of our knees coming into tabletop. Ground the hands, the knees are grounded. Extend the left foot back and the right hand forward. This energy that is in all directions. Our hands are grounded. Our other arm and other leg, maybe on the etheric plane. Lowering the right hand and left knee down. Extending the right leg back, the left arm forward. We can ground. And we can be pure spirit. Lower the hand, lower the knees. Maybe you sit back in the child's pose, or maybe you sit into your hero pose. Either way, let's give ourselves 5 breaths. Feeling this beautiful yin and yang, spirit and material together, converging at third eye, never to separate, as one. Remembering our true nature as spirit as we awaken our crown chakra. You can chant Om if you'd like. When you're ready, let's roll over onto our backs. You can stay in child's pose or whatever shape you like. But if you're ready, find your Shavasana. Feel the heaviness of the physical body, but the lightness of spirit. Feel how this physical body and this spirit essence can work together to give your soul the experiences it so desired as it chose to embody your body. This physical body here as a vehicle for your soul and your soul's purpose.
Allow yourself to be completely absorbed by your true nature as spirit. Your true nature is peace. With your awareness on your crown chakra, or maybe whatever is elevating to you, to your spirit. You can say out loud or to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be realized. May I be empty and full. May I be. Allow the truth of your true nature of spirit as spirit to fill your space again, reminding you. Now visualize someone that you love, someone you hold dear. Say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be realized. May you be empty and full. May you be. Now bring into mind someone that you know in passing. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be realized. May you be empty and full. May you be. Now bringing to mind someone that maybe you had a disagreement with, or someone that you just don't see eye to eye with. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be realized. May you be empty and full. May you be. Let's rest in luminescence. It's thought that our crown chakra doesn't have a bija mantra. Some say Om, others say it doesn't have one. Others say that it's silence. But without a doubt, Om or any mantra can awaken our crown. Let's give ourselves a few more breaths of silence. You can remain on your back, or you can come to a seated position. Maybe finding the mudra of liberation in your lap, or just seated. It's said that the root of all suffering is forgetting our true nature as spirit. All these practices are here to help us remember. On this journey of remembering our true nature as spirit, may we know that we have one another, that we are all one. Let's exhale, inhale, exhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.